Good evening. Today, on Crimes Among Us, I bring you the story of the Valentine's Day Slayings. A capital murder case that captured national attention, shook Mississippi to its core, and triggered a statewide search for the missing victims. February the 14th, 2004, the Hargan family, located in a small community about 40 miles north of Jackson, had no idea that on this loved and celebrated day, where families expressed their affection, one man's greed, ego, and internal demons would change their town forever. Ernest had been adopted into the family and became a Hargan when his mother married a Hargan. When he grew up, he was known as a modern-day cowboy. He soon became a trucker. Ernest Hargan tried to find an easy way to stay up with these long drives, so his addiction became meth. This addiction left him falling off the deep end and led to a will that was once placed in his name being altered, and now it is placed in Michael Hargan's name, his cousin. Infuriated by this, Ernest waited, and when he found the right time and opportunity, he first beat his cousin Michael Hargan from head to toe, finishing him off with a fatal shot. Michael's wife, Rebecca, he placed a bullet hole in her arm, then beat her so severely that her skull cracked. He tightened a rope around their son's neck, tied a knot, and walked away as the 4-year-old died. He tossed Michael's body across the seat, heaved Rebecca on top of his corpse, and stuffed the son on top of her. With his dead cousin's feet pressing into his back, he drove nearly 100 miles south to Taylorsville Farm, ditching his gun along the way. Noticing Rebecca was still alive, he strangled her with his bare hands and placed the bodies in a shallow grave. That same night, Ernest took his wife, veterinarian Lisa Ainsworth, to a Mexican restaurant for Valentines and proclaimed, "I got them. I got all three." 2 weeks after the family disappeared, Ernest confessed to the murders and drew a cryptic map to the body's location and was placed on death row. Once incarcerated, a gang member broke out of his cell at Mississippi State Penitentiary, Parchman, and stabbed Ernest 30 times with a homemade prison shank, ending his life. Prisoners have a code they live by and die by. Do not harm children. Take this time to know your town, know your city, because there's always crimes among us.